Hi Aries, I hope you guys are doing great today. This is going to be general messages for May 2020. I'm going to be doing tarot only. Oh, wasn't feeling that one. Tarot only. We're going to start with the Lenormand, very powerful deck. It's a different system than tarot and from oracles. Very powerful though, so let's see what we get for your crowning energy. Foundation. Nice. Stars. Beautiful. Sun. Beautiful. So some sort of communication is coming in. You're in a situation right now, going into a situation, Aries, that's preordained. It's preordained. No question. So everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to happen. Everything. We have that as you're crowning the foundation. We have the sun. This is such a benefic energy. I mean, it's kind of similar to the sun in regular tarot, but what it means is it's even more healing, and you're just ending up in the space that you're meant to end up in. But you're getting help from somebody. You're getting help, and messages are coming in. So these birds indicate like messages via email, social media, any sort of like mercurial sort of transmission of information. But everything is positive here. There's nothing that is negative, so that's really good. So something's preordained. Somebody's going to be helping you out with something, whether it has to do with getting that relationship back together, or getting that job that you need, or getting that project off the ground, or whatever it is. Okay, you're going to be getting help from somebody. There's going to be communication coming in having to do with help. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. You guys are watching your money right now, which, you know, hey, I suppose everybody is, because we don't know what's happening in the world exactly right now, right? All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. So again, this is this space of being in self-protect mode, having what you need, but not really having much more than that. Not being able to give more than you have right now, right? Because it's like you don't have a lot extra, but you're also in a space of protecting yourself. So if this has to do with a relationship, I'm getting that you are in a space of protecting your self, understanding that in relationship, this has to do with mental, emotional, and physical connection. Also in relationship, though, this could also be you protecting your money, right? So if your partner or somebody is asking you for money, you just really don't have it. It's not that you don't want to give, you just really don't have it. Now, if you're not in relationship at all, and this has to do with career, this has to do with you holding tight and holding on to things. I do call this the Majuli card, but I think it's more about you just not knowing exactly what's around the bend. You know, and the Five of Swords energy is a Venus and Aquarius energy, and Venus has to do with, it doesn't only have to do with relationship, it also has to do with money. Venus is one of the money planets, as well as their self-esteem, and Aquarius being ruled by Uranus is about what are you going to do differently, right? As far as money, if this has to do with career, what are you going to do differently in this relationship? What's going to happen different that would make it different in this relationship, right? As you guys move forward. Yeah. Because something definitely needs to be done, because you're in this mode of self-protection. So this either means that the money's not right that's coming in, something's going on with the career, or something's going on with the job, right? Or the relationship. Because if everything was okay, Aries, right, you wouldn't be in this space of self-protection, right? Now, I do like the idea of you having this Three of Pentacle energy, because this has, to me, I always call this the Architect card. Right? What does that mean, right? The architect comes in and draws the sketches and gives it to the contractor to build, right? So this is this idea of building together, you know, together. Now, this could have to do with you growing in a job. This could have to do with you growing in a relationship where you guys are bringing your resources together and you guys are creating. But either one, it's still very positive. Then we have the High Priestess energy. I like this, you know, it's the Moon energy. So you're getting in touch with what it is that you really want and feel. You know, having to do with your career, having to do with your relationship. You're really getting very front and center. So you're in it's very interesting, because I'm getting that you're in this space where, like for a relationship, where you feel like you need to protect yourself. So you realize something needs to be different. And then you're like, okay, you know, you guys have the conversation, you iron things out for a minute, but then you're really getting inside yourself with this Moon energy, where you're thinking and feeling very deeply inside of yourself. And then we have the Six of Swords energy, which is you moving away from something that you see as toxic into something healthier, and you not going on to this next cycle with them because some sort of illumination came out. Something came to light that had to do with imbalance in this relationship. Let's go through for a relationship first. So Devil energy is more positive in the reverse, because it indicates that wherever the imbalance is, at least it's being recognized, you know? So like The drinking problem comes to light, the drug problem, the eating disorder, the anxiety, the depression, the fear of intimacy, the fear of abandonment, whatever it is, whatever. I mean, it's a big world with a lot of people in it, right? Imbalance is a big thing in most relationships. But this is the coming to light with it, and this is you being at cross purposes. If this is your truth, you really want to deal with that, you know? And you kind of pressing the big pause button and saying, I need to think about this, because you're realizing that, you know, as far as the relationship goes, this is going to require you stroking somebody's ego. I mean, that's what the strength energy is. It's, first of all, allowing passion to often supersede the very obvious issues that need to be addressed, which, you know, is only going to come back to bite you in the pants later on, right? But it's also somebody's energy needing to be stroked, really. I mean, in the relationship, that's really what it is. And you ending up in a space of lack. This is a lack mentality. You feeling like you're not getting the emotional, mental, and physical connection that you want in this. So whatever it is right now, and having to do with the relationship, you're just not feeling very tuned in, not very connected. You want to move away. You're not having this new beginning, Aries. You're not. Now, if this has to do with career, again, going back to, you're in a mode of self-protection, understandable. Maybe you were laid off, maybe you're furloughed, maybe you're working differently, you're just really not sure. But you're trying to figure out, how can I do my career differently, right? I mean, that's really what this is. This is Venus in Aquarius. So Venus, let's say this is, you know, the money element, right? Because Venus is one of the money planets. Aquarius is, what am I going to do differently? And the swords of truth and communication. So you having this communication, this honest communication with somebody about, all right, what am I going to do differently in order to actually bring money into my life, right? You're very much wanting this new beginning, but you're very in touch with what it is that you're really feeling, and you know that what you've been doing right now up to this point is not working for you, and you want to walk away. That this is absolutely not on your path at all, because there's too much imbalance. Maybe the money's not coming in the way that you were promised. Maybe it's coming in very scattered now. You know, something is happening with the pay, with the level of responsibility that was put upon you. For many of you, some sort of option was just plain old taken off the table. Can't get more imbalanced than that. And you're being like, geez, now what? You know, now what? Right? But let's talk about the strength energy when it comes to career. It's a little more positive, where you have to have faith in the fact that whatever you're going through is definitely for higher purpose, right? We have this, you know, it's been preordained, right, in the stars. With the I was going to say Leo energy, because Leo energy is the strength card. In this energy, whatever's going on at work that might seem very like messed up right now and very sort of all over the place, and you might think you need to be a little confrontational. You really don't need to be. If you just pull back a little bit, things are kind of take care of themselves. They really are. But you are feeling the sense of lack. You know, you just are. You're not feeling like as connected as you'd like to feel. You don't feel like the money is there in the way that you'd like. Not that you're not getting paid, but it's a sense of lack. It's a sense of not getting what it is that you really, really want, need, and desire, you know? You know, just not getting what you want, need, and desire. So let's see what we have here. Okay, nice. Listen, King of Cups, so something's not being offered to you. If it has to do with a job, King of Cups in reverse. This is emotions, this is information not being shared with you. It's being held back. So this could be somebody who's just all about taking care of themselves. They're not concerned about other people's emotions, what's going on with other people. You know, so maybe your boss laid you off, you got furloughed, whatever it is, and they're like, all right, sorry, kind of idea. This is extremely stressful for you. You put these wands down already. I mean, in the reverse, that you put them down already. You did. You know, really heavy kind of energy. Mercury and Virgo. You're very in this space of, all right, I'm sorry, this is 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is a Saturn and Sagittarius. This is like you're very, you know, Saturn is about restriction, delay. Sagittarius is about actively moving forward, right? These two don't like each other. So it's you really wanting to move in one direction, but the reality of the situation pulling you back in another. And you just getting like, all right, I really need to figure this out. Hermit energy. You got to go all hermit now. This is you feeling very isolated. Even if you're quarantining with a group of people, this is you feeling very isolated, right, within your own mind, because you're trying to really figure out what things are, what's going on, what your options are, and you're really doing this within yourself. You're not really seeking counsel outside of yourself. For many of you, it's just needing to take this space. So this could certainly have to do with a relationship, right? Where you're stroking the ego, you feel this sense of lack. This person is not really sharing what they should be sharing. They're holding back, and they're more concerned about how they feel and their problems and their issues, rather than really caring and giving you what you need. And it just got to be too much, so you gave up, and you're in the space of really thinking, right? Same idea could go for career. You're in the space of deep thinking, having given up because you're dealing with some sort of selfish energy. But then what we have? And the world energy, I'm going to tell you why this is so positive. It is the Saturn energy. And when I tell this to people, a lot of people are like, well, what's positive about that, right? I love Saturn. Saturn is, even though they call it a malefic planet, I hate when people say that. I really do, because the blessings that Saturn brings are the most permanent blessings. It's like changing the path of your life that will benefit you for decades and decades and decades. Not short term. This is long term. This is the stuff that sticks. And the world is what you get after you put in all of that hard work. After dealing with all of the nonsense, dealing with the devil energy, dealing with the needing to leave the toxicity, whatever it is, the feeling of lack, the feeling overwhelmed. You've gone through it, you've gone through it, you've gone through it, and this is what you're going to get on the other side. And this is all very preordained. We have the sun in the foundation. We have the sun. I mean, honestly, incredibly positive energies. And then we have, it's coming in the form of a message. So this is some sort of job offer. This is you. If you're in a very unhealthy relationship, you're meeting somebody else online, this is an indicator of social media, anything online, communication via online. It's like that Mercury energy, but online Mercury energy. It's not technology, that's Uranus. But the bird energy in Lenormand is equivalent to like that mercurial energy of communication, coming in, going out, you know, it being that reciprocity, and this being a very benefic thing for you. So really awesome, guys. Most positive card in the deck is your final outcome. Doesn't mean you're not going to go through it to get there, but you know, the ultimate landing for you is nothing less than positive. I really like this for you. And that is what I have for your general messages for May. I hope this was helpful in some way. Okay, see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.